Waylon. So I want to show you my setup from a distance. I've got my microphone set up, got headphones handy, of course my instrument, and then as you can see here, I've got the ProSonus plugged in to a USB. I believe it has to be a USB 2. I don't think you'll have any problem with your newer Mac. Some of the older devices have older USBs, but it's a more high-speed USB, I think. And then there's the Ethernet cable. And then I wanted to point out that on the actual ProSonus, this button right here, the mixer, see if that'll come in a little clearer. This right here, that should be pushed all the way to the right so that it's on playback and not the opposite, which is input. So you want it on playback. And then, okay, so I have my microphone, as you can see, going into one input, and I am going to set up a separate mic for the vocals. Now, I haven't done that tonight, but I will. So that's kind of important for you, because what you might want to do is go direct into one of the inputs with your pickup and the other input for a vocal. And now, getting into Jamkazam, this is the interface. I don't know if you downloaded the software. It's free. And also there's the software that came, the recording software that came with ProSonus that's really excellent. So I'll show you a little bit of that in a second video. But so I had to go through a couple of different things to get this set up. Some rather difficult setup for me, but hopefully with the Mac I think it'll be a lot easier. The first thing I had to do when I was having issues was I had to go in to my software that protects my antivirus software and make an allowance for Jamkazam to get through the firewall, so to speak. I can help you with that if you have that problem. You might not. I'm not sure. It was pretty quick. I just looked that up in their help thing, and it was a pretty quick fix. So that was the first thing that I came across, and I was like, why is this not working? And then that was the first thing. And then the second thing that towards setup is making sure that you have your network set up. So right here, after you set up your ID, you can see when you set up an account, you can see up here in the corner you've got your name. And then if you scroll down here, there is a test network button. So this is after you have your Ethernet plugged in. And one thing you got to keep in mind, you can't go Wi-Fi. I think you probably know that. So you test the network right here, and it's kind of a nice feature. So what it does, it says start network test. I'll just do that right now, and it just tests how fast your computer is running. And as you can see, it's testing for how much audio tracks I can have, meaning how many different people can join a session. I don't know how clear this is, but it's going up to audio 5 right now, and audio 6, and it already passed. I already tested it, but what I've come to is 8 audio only tracks and 8 video tracks. That means that, and it says this right here, simulating the network traffic of a 8-person audio-only session. Video will be tested next, and that would be an 8-person video session. So you can have, I can have up to 8 people join my session in video or audio. once it's all set up. And it does it all for you. And if there's an issue, it'll tell you. So now what I had problems with here was that the one issue was the firewall wasn't working correctly. And then I had to configure the ProSonus with I had to configure it for the PC using the software that came with the ProSonus. Now, I've heard that Macs are much easier in this regard because you don't have to download any kind of software to make it run. So you should be okay there. Since this video is getting kind of long, I'm probably going to stop and start another one in a second. As soon as you see that video 7 is tested, I just want to show you what it looks like when it's all done. And there's video 8. That means 8 people have tested, and then at the end it'll just say your router and internet service will support audio only sessions with up to 8 players, video only for 8 players. So that's pretty great. So we just close that, and I'll get right back to you.